Ugh. So I've never painted on a painting this big, and today I'm going to try. I guess I probably shouldn't say today because this is going to take a few weeks, if not a month, depending on how detailed I get. I have never painted on a painting this big. Now that I have the sketch done, I can work on the colors. I don't really know exactly 100% what I'm going to be doing for the colors, but my original plan was going to be working with kind of a sunset, maybe even a golden hour sort of scene, but I'm not sure if I want to go completely sunset because a large portion of the painting is land mass and a very small portion is sky. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I should have thought of this probably before I even started sketching, but I didn't. I'm gonna look and see if I can find some pictures and figure out what I want to do for the colors. Oh, hello. Don't go anywhere, guys. Come on, stay with me. I actually forgot what I was gonna say. Personally, I really like the tonalism era of paintings. So there was kind of this tonalism era, and it was a very beautiful way to paint landscapes. Because they're close in value, it's usually going to be sunrise or sunset or around those times. So technically, if it's close in value and limited in colors, it's considered tonalism or tonal. And so I'm kind of leaning into that side of art and just trying to figure out really what I want to do as an artist. So I don't really know. I've been really just experimenting. I have 3 or 4 paintings out there that are kind of just experimentations, and yeah.
To me, painting this large has always been something I wanted to do. When I started out, I painted on 9x12s or 8x10s, and that's really what I painted on. And I didn't start getting better until I painted small. So I think painting big is great and it's fun, but I think it's very beneficial to paint really small for a long time. So it probably was about a year that I kind of just painted 9x12s, maybe a little bit bigger than that, but not much. And I grew so much. I feel like where I grew the most was when I did my 15 paintings in 30 days challenge. And it felt crazy. It pushed me so much. I painted even though I didn't want to paint. I told online that I was going to do it, and I did do it. So I kind of had to jam in a lot of painting in a short period of time, but it taught me discipline, and it taught me that you have to try to get better. You have to try to paint. This is the biggest painting I've ever done, which put a little bit of pressure on me to kind of just create a painting I was proud of, create a painting that is grand. But the more I kind of thought about it and thought about all the artists, people like Van Gogh and Claude Monet, created pretty big paintings and didn't have all that much detail. Claude Monet specifically created paintings literally the size of walls. Like the painting Water Lilies is about 6.5 feet high and 52 feet wide. That is huge. So these were like murals, and it was really cool just to not have to make this the best or the grandest painting ever and just have fun creating it.
So today is probably the 5th day of working on this. I can't really remember when I started this, but I've had quite a few sessions, kind of just here and there. I am probably 40% through with this painting. I still have a long way to go, but I'm really liking how it's turning out. It's kind of shaping in a little bit of a different way than I kind of expected, but I kind of like that. My style has changed over the past few months. It's just become a little bit more painterly, and I really like that. I like my paintings to look like the landscape I'm trying to go off of. I like it to be very representational of what I saw, but I do like abstract things in my artwork. Now I'm gonna work on it. Enough talking.
I work from photos. I gotta say it, but a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't. I personally don't think I'll ever get to the point where I can't work from a photo. I don't look at the photo the entire time. Most of the time it is just for inspiration. It is just for the beginning stages of my piece. A lot of the times I'll paint for hours and hours on end without even glancing at the reference and kind of just letting my creative juices flow and make something that actually never existed. So I work from photos, but most of the time it's 2 or 3 photos. It's hardly ever just one photo. I also have paintings of my favorite artists up on screen and a bunch of paintings to reference off of as well. Because when I'm painting a landscape, I want it to look like some of the people I follow, but I also try to turn off the screen and just paint and let my own style show through as well.
Hello. Yesterday I got a lot done on the painting, the block in, and also started working on the river part of the painting. So it was a little bit rough and I didn't really know exactly how I wanted the river to look in this painting. Yesterday I also went to Michael's and I got a new paintbrush and a few other things, so I'm excited to use this on the painting. Anyways, let's get working on the painting.
I think there's a balance in everything. I think there's a balance in using photos. I think there's a balance in looking at other people's artwork as well, but I've really just found that I want to get out and plein air paint more. But at this stage, when I was painting this, everything was dormant outside. It was rainy, it was snowy, it was gross. It wasn't really plein air painting material, and I couldn't find anything beautiful to paint. But as spring has come around and it's warmer now, I feel like I can get out and paint more in plein air. And that's exactly what I've been doing recently, and I really love it. Granted, I could have found something beautiful to paint, but I chose not to. I think it's good to rest sometimes, but the more I've been plein air painting, the more I've realized how beautiful a dead or like a deciduous tree is. And I don't know why. It's the movement of the bark and the texture and the color, and it's not yet blooming and showing its leaves, but it's still so pretty.
So this piece has been going very well. I am very happy with how it's turning out. I've just been adjusting colors a lot with this piece, so hopefully today's the last day of working on it. I have a lot of this done and I have it looking the way I want it to look. I just need to work on a few pieces in the mountain, and then the foreground obviously needs some work. So I don't know if I'll complete it 100% today, but that's my goal. I will probably try to work on this for 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know. I think that's all I need to actually finish this painting. And to be quite honest, I am not really feeling like working on it that much, but I'm trying to just get up and work on it. Also, if you guys are interested in any of my paintings, I have them linked below. So a lot of these paintings in the back are on there, or will be on there at some point. So for some odd reason, I can't get the color of this mountain right. I don't know what it is. I just cannot get it right. It looks off, so I'm adding a little bit more yellow ochre. Hopefully this will fix the color of this mountain. It doesn't look bad on camera, but in person it looks a little too close to the color of these clouds up here, and I just need to change it to be a little bit warmer. but also just slightly less purple.
So I painted this mountain several times. I mean, upwards of 4 or 5 times. And I think I was trying to get different values and different colors to make the painting interesting. But I overthought the process of creating these mountains. And I wanted every single mountain to have a different color, but it was looking weird. As I kept adding stuff, I eventually made it look better. And it turned out the way I wanted it to.
Okay, so I thought I was done with this entire piece back here, but there's a few things I want to change on one of the mountains. It's looking a bit too red, and I'm not liking it. So I'm going to try to figure out how to make it look better and just look how I want it to look. It's also super nice having a new easel. Very nice, because I was painting on an easel that didn't even fit the canvas. I was like leaning it on the peg up here. So it's gonna be really nice having this large of an easel for some upcoming pieces as well. So I'm excited. Now that I've did some cold wax medium over it, it's no longer the same value, but it's looking a little bit like milky, which I don't know if I like. So I am going to just try to work on this for a little bit and just see what happens with it. I already signed it. This whole piece is already signed. Everything I thought was done, but it's not. So I think what's wrong with it is that it should, or it feels like it should be green when it's kind of on the brown side. So I think I might just paint over it, which is gonna suck because I've already done it like 4 times, but I think I gotta do it one more time and just figure it out, because I don't really know what else to do, and I don't really know what color to do it in. So
After adding the final brush stroke, the painting was finished. Reflecting on this piece makes all the ups and downs worth it. Thank you guys for joining the journey of creating this piece. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.